Cheers. Cheers to what? To episode 2? Cheers.
Cheers.
You have to take a sip. It's bad luck.
Oh, wow. Cheers.
Cheers. But you gotta do cheers again.
Oh,
Cheers
my
to
God.
Cheers to
Cheers to the second episode. I pretty like, whatever.
Welcome back.
What's up, y'all?
Intrusive thoughts.
We back in this We back in this bitch. We back episode 2 of the new year, of the 1 year hiatus or whatever.
Are you like gonna keep bringing that up?
Yes, because I can't believe it was fucking 1 year.
Yeah, time flies.
It was crazy.
Welcome back.
But we back. We in here.
Back and better, because this is probably our last episode together before we introduce our first new guest of
We don't know if it's
the
gonna
third
work out.
season.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
This is the last episode of us together, and the next time you see us, we'll have our first guest of the third season.
No, don't say this about our last episode together, because it sounds like we not.
This is our. But I said this is our last episode together before you see us next time with our guest. I don't know. That was a long. That's fine.
Okay, whatever.
Anyways, yeah. So
We in here.
we're back, and honestly, I don't know. I want to hear what like people want to see and hear, because usually we do our thing and we don't have a script and we don't like plan anything and we don't ever plan our conversations. But I don't know. What do you guys want to like see us do? Because
See us do.
yeah, like I mean, I saw someone comment and say like, when are you guys gonna do mukbangs, or like, are you guys gonna do? Why is that annoying?
I don't want to hear nobody smacking. I really don't.
Well,
when
you-
I see mukbangs pop up, I'm like scrolling.
But one episode could be like that. Like,
So
there's
it's
different
great.
Flow.
What are we doing during a mukbang? Just talking and eating?
Yeah, we're doing the same thing we're doing right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't have a drink bang.
A drink bang? That's sick therapy.
But yeah, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe. That's huge. Show love.
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Let everybody know we back in this bitch.
Yeah.
And we promise wholeheartedly to be consistent.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We're just good. No,
we're
not gonna promise. We're gonna do it. What the fuck is a promise?
Because if you break a promise, you're a fucking clown. So
We promised that we were gonna be on time and do this and that, and
No, we never promised.
we did
The
promise.
only thing we said was sorry for the wait. We ain't never said we promised.
Every season, this is our third season. You think we don't promise every season?
We can go back. Never said
We can't go back. The first season is gone.
We
baby
never
girl.
said we promised.
Baby
because
girl.
we knew we wasn't.
Baby girl.
So
We
you
promise.
ain't.
Okay, we promise.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel
Stay
better.
very much consistent. So what's been going on?
What's new is nothing.
Yeah.
I don't really know. What is new?
I'm happy for summer, spring type shit. I'm ready for that
Summer,
weather.
spring, fall.
Yeah, I'm ready for all that.
Yeah, it feels really nice though.
Yes.
This winter was not. I feel like we don't have winters anymore.
This winter was a little.
But remember back then when it used to snow every like.
Well, times are changing, so.
That's creepy though. I think that's creepy.
What is changing?
Yeah, that it's like not snow like that no more. Because it was taking long to get cold. And then it got cold, for a little bit. And now it's nice as fuck.
We can get snow tomorrow.
No, I know, yeah, you're right, because we're in New England. But it's just kind of weird. I never know what's weird. That's why I'm getting over a cold snap.
Oh.
So annoying. What's new with you?
I'm trying to take content more serious, like especially like with TikTok and shit. Like I'm trying to make it out the hood. You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's an easy check.
Yeah.
You got over 1,000 followers on TikTok?
You know what's crazy? I don't, but my videos do views. And I got into the TikTok creator with under 1,000 people. Friends. Like I can go live.
Oh, so
And they sent me shit to post so people could buy, like,
Oh yeah, when you go live, because when you can go live, they can send you flowers and whatever, and that's how you get money.
Yeah, they sent me, commission based or whatever. A wig's supposed to be coming in or whatever. So we'll see. Because we're trying to make it out. And I also want for us to expand. I want us to be at events. They got the Gorgeous Girl Picnic, the picnic coming up. You seen that?
We gotta reach out.
We gotta be there.
We gotta reach out to her so we can like
we gotta
be involved.
Yeah, we gotta be there. Work there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the new thing. Like, going to events is cool, but let's start to try to work them. Like, we gotta get more business cards. Like, we gotta being a 2-man team is not, it's like benefits to it, and then it's not. Because the benefits are like, we don't have to wait on 1,000 people, and we don't have to work around everybody's schedules, just me and you. But that's also the downfall, because everything falls on me and you.
And eventually we'll get a team.
Yeah, we will. I just like to be human with ourselves, you know, sometimes, but we get it done. And as long as we're intentional and we like really are hungry, I feel like, because I know everybody's going to say this, but I feel like nobody's doing what we're doing. Nobody. There's a lot of podcasts, but it's like, are you really talking about real shit?
Well, they talk about what's for them.
Right. Everybody has something for you. That's what I'm saying. We're the only ones that's doing what we're doing.
What do we talk about?
We talk about everything.
What separates us from them?
Everything. Females. First of all, females get like the uniqueness, the look, the delivery, like our kind of like banter, like the way we are, the loudness, the craziness, the spice, the funk, the earrings, the nails, the like glasses, everything. Like it's everything. It's not just, it's conversation, it's looks, it's delivery, it's vibes.
Karate. Shout out to everybody who is on a podcast, because people think this shit is easy just to put a fucking phone up and talk. No, it's hard as fuck. It's a lot to go into it, both for us, because we do everything. Editing, setting up times, everything. That's us.
Editing literally makes me want to pull all my hair out.
Editing is a lot. But we've adjusted and, you know, came up with different ideas to make it a little bit easier for us.
Kind of, sort of. Well, yeah, for us. But like me, while I was editing recently, because since we took that year break, when I was editing, I'm like, bruh.
There's so much new shit.
So I'm trying to get accustomed to like the new shit and like get, you know, accustomed to like the old stuff too, and like, oh, there's way more new filters. Yeah. So now I'm like going through all the filters. What filter makes more sense? Yeah. I'm spending so much because I'm intentional. So it's like I don't just like, oh, throw this on it. I want to go through every filter to see, does this look better? Does this need a sound effect? Because this transition, it's like it's a film, so it needs a film sound effect. Right. Like it's a lot. You get it. If you get it, you get it. Yeah, that's a lot that goes into it, honestly. So yeah, it's so funny because I was editing yesterday. I was sick. I was sick as fuck for like the last 2 days. So when I first started editing, I'm going in, clipping. I'm doing word art. I'm doing this and that, bubbles, this and that, prints. Bruh, tomorrow I'm like, yo, I'm banging through this shit. Guess where I was at?
The beginning.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, I gotta be like halfway done. I'm buzzing this down. Whole time I say, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But yeah, welcome to podcast life.
Welcome to podcast life. I do have a question.
I do have an answer.
All right, boom. And then I got an answer too. What are you tired of seeing on social media, on your timeline, when you open your phone? What are you tired of seeing?
Niggas doing whole shit.
What is whole shit?
Niggas acting like bitches. Like a bunch of females. A bunch of yap. A bunch of judgment. A bunch of talking. A bunch of acting like y'all got the most fucking money. Y'all be acting like y'all are fucking millionaires. You could have fooled me. Y'all be acting crazy. Like, I don't know, like looking down on people, passing judgment and just talking sporty. Like, you just, like, I don't know, like.
To be fair, social media.
It's not real.
It's not a real place. 1, 2, it gives everybody in the world the opportunity to say and talk about and do whatever the fuck they want to do. Right?
I don't like that.
Why?
Because that's dangerous. That's like fraud. I feel like that's like you're giving fraud. You just said social media gives people the platform to be and say or feel however they want, like how they are. It's like a fantasy world. But it's like, that's not the real world. Okay. It's not fantasy. And sometimes people say shit and are so dehumanizing that you don't know what that's doing to somebody on the other end.
You control what you post. You control what you say.
Right.
You control.
But what people say can be so unbelievably ignorant and wrong and shady and heartless that it's like, I hate that part. Because you're just living in a fantasy world that you can't be touched and nothing can happen to you when your family is great and perfect. And your house could burn down tomorrow.
People ruin social media.
Social media ruined romance.
Okay.
Could you be friends with your
No.
Exactly. So then that proves my point in real time. And you can't be your spouse's or your boyfriend or your wife, your husband, whatever. If you can't be their friend on social media has ruined romance.
Well,
because you gotta keep that firm boundary because motherfucker, it's gonna get real. And that's sad. Why?
Let me back up. You
gotta watch what they like and what they do. Like, you could like something in your head. If you are married or in whatever, and you love it on somebody in a bikini and showing ass and this and that, whatever, it's like, that's disrespectful.
Is it?
It's gonna pop up yo nigga and 1,000 others. And it always does that. Yo nigga and it'll be nobody else.
Woo!
Starting with that person. Tell on me, yeah. Well, shit, put me out there. I ain't doing shit. No, don't like it.
To an I don't really be tripping off too much, but if it's a constant thing, like I constantly see you liking something, like your name is right there, followed by 30 other niggas, but your name stands out, that's going to grind my gear. That's a conversation. Why the fuck do I keep seeing your name next to ass shots? Why do I keep saying that? I understand you're a man, and this probably is what is in your algorithm, but
just don't like it in real time. Don't like it in real time. Because my thing is, if somebody got their print and they got all this, all this going on, and I'm boom, yo bitch, and you're looking dumb. Now you're looking dumb.
That was you?
And there I am, happily liking it.
Yes, Lord.
Just like it in your head. Like, just be respectful. And
could you be friends with your significant other?
I've tried it, and to an extent, you know what? I tried it, and honestly, it didn't work out because it was fucking with them. Like, the stuff that, I'm a blogger, so sometimes if I post something and they get a lot of attraction, I'll have a lot of different feedback. So I'll have feedback from certain men, and they're like, "Oh, what you used to fuck with him? What you used to," and it's like, see, you can't be my friend on social media if that. Because they're like, "Oh, y'all was LOL this."
No, it's all on your approach, and that sounds insecure. That does not sound like.
But that's why we couldn't be friends.
Oh, okay.
So we were friends, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this short because this is not gonna be a conversation every time."
Yeah.
Because if I know a lot of people, I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean that I fuck with all of them. Like, I went to school with some. I went to hair school with some. I worked some jobs with some. I'm just messing from the neighborhood. Like, like.
What if he was on some shit like, I don't want you to have social media?
I would never. That's not the man for me.
Ooh.
It's not the man for me. Because why are you so threatened by social media?
It's not nothing threatened. I just don't want my lady. I don't want people to have access to my lady like
that. But that's literally my job. I'm a blogger. I literally.
What if you wasn't a blogger? You would be okay?
If I was, well, it depends.
Yeah, but blogger, no podcast, no nothing.
That's different. Like, I know a girl, like, I have a friend that she has social media. She be on some shit, like, she'll post like once every 3 years. That, in that sense, I wouldn't really care, but it's like, nah. To me, it's like, for you wanting me to not have it, that already shows red flag. Like, why don't you want me to have it?
I don't want niggas to have access to my lady like that.
But if I'm never posting and I'm never doing
you
nothing,
can post like once a year, but I don't want you like.
But imagine, okay, so like you said, same scenario, we're together, I post once every 3 years. 3 years. I got my family members on there. He telling me that he don't want me to have a social media.
Yeah.
But
would you be okay with it?
No.
Okay.
That's controlling. All right. Would you? You would be okay with it?
No, I'm just joking. No, I wouldn't be okay with it.
Oh, I'm like, damn, you lit.
I went. Ooh.
I'm about to say,
no, I wouldn't
sit like that.
No. If it was like some big mafia type boss nigga, then okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, come on now.
My scarf keeps falling back, and you didn't tell me.
I wasn't even looking. So yeah, so social media ruins the dating life. Because it.
Oh, dating life. Here we go again.
But then it's the same. How can I explain?
Dating life.
This, like, the new generation, so much like bitches is jumping out the window for niggas that got chains and bracelets and flashing a couple dollars or whatever. I'm about to fuck with him because he gonna spend it on me. Like, we not even dating or like trying to get to know somebody.
And then they get trapped.
The actual person.
And then they get trapped, and then they have a baby, and then they're like, wow, y'all girl be trapping niggas, and da-da-da, and then you don't be wanting to see your kid. Make poor decisions, get fucking poor dumb.
But that's the climate. Like, we know, but the generation coming, and some of the women too, like our age, but like the generation coming up, like, oh, he got a couple dollars showing or whatever. He got the chain on. He in that rollie or whatever. I'm trying to fuck with him or whatever. No,
and that's not because it don't be like that.
It don't be like that. First of all, them ships probably be rented.
Rented your man's.
That's your man's.
It could have been a stain, something, and that's all he got to show for it. No, nothing.
That's not the type of time that I be on. I want to know and meet somebody for that. Like, strip a nigga from his chain, his watch, his car, whatever. I want to know what's behind that.
Good point. I got a question.
Go ahead.
What if you meet somebody that seems like they want to give you everything that you want and give you they looking for the same stuff that you're looking for, whatever, and they, always like, not like a yes man, but just always just kind and whatever what you want. I don't know how to ask this. Okay, well, I'm just gonna ask from my perspective. So, met someone, cool, great person, whatever. But I'm more like, they're like, oh, can I bring you food? Can I bring you this and that? You're at work, do you need this? Do you need medicine? Super kind. Did your daughter need some food? Whatever, kind. But I'm more like, I want to see who you are, like what kind of person you are. And I don't really need someone doing shit for me. Like, I kind of want to see your personality more.
That's his love language.
Am I wrong for wanting to see like I want to go out and experience different things? Like, maybe get we could go get a tea. I don't care. Just, my thing is, I've never seen you around in public with other people. I need to see that. Do you feel like that's important? Like, my thing is, when you're dating someone, do you think it's important to do activities? Because you could chill, and pull up and have like a car session, like talking, whatever. You could have a quick lunch and it's just y'all two. And then after that, like, you could go to the park real quick, whatever. But it's like, do you want to do more things, like different activities, so you can see how they are? Exactly. So that's kind of where I am. I want to see that personality. Like, I want to see how you are in front of kids. I want to see how you are in front of other people and white people and black people. Are you respectful? Are you kind? Do you hold the door? I want to see what kind of person you are. And I feel like sometimes people think because I'm willing to, bring you whatever you need, and I'm willing to.
That's good enough. That's all you need. Like, very well known. No.
Like, oh, like, brought you money to get your nails done, whatever. Like, that's great, but I want to see you for you. I don't need a funder. Like, I don't need, that's great, but it's like, that's not what I'm looking for long term.
Is he giving a sugar daddy?
Not really, because it's not like, it's not based on that.
Okay.
So it's like, if it ever comes up, he does like whatever. Like, if it's like, oh, did you eat? No, you didn't eat. Oh, what would you like? What are you craving? Are you craving this or craving that? I'll get you whatever you want. Go get literally whatever I want. Bring it, whatever, cool.
This is love language, acts of service.
Some people, they don't know their love languages, and when we talked about it, he said it was physical touch and affirmations and things like that.
Okay.
But it's kind of looking like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I just want to see your personality. I'm not like, I don't want to, and my thing is, I don't want to sound ungrateful, because it's like, you are doing, you're showing effort, but it's like, I don't fall in love with acts.
So right now it's strictly acts of service.
Yeah. And like, I fall in love with like initiative and like the thought of and things like that, like the small things, small gestures. And I remember we had a date like 2 weeks ago, and before the date even ended, he was like, oh, our next date can't be like a dinner date. It gotta be something else. It gotta be something. And that really, he reminded me of you, because I'm like, bingo, like, exactly. He was like, yeah, like, we gotta do different shit. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, T. And then I was like, we talked a little bit. He was like, oh, like, I always wanted to go do like bowl sculpting, like yeah, pottery. Okay. I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay. And then like he was like, oh, I want to go on a date like about a week ago. he was like, very like fast intentional. He was like, oh, I want to go on a date this weekend, da da da. So pick out one of the days, da da da. I'm like, okay. And then this is where you lost me.
Oh God, help me.
This is where you lost me because I don't like a good talker, and then now my hopes are high, and now I'm like everything is great, cool, and then it's not what it seems like what it was. So I got sick. Remember I told you, and I guess he was trying to see like how I was gonna feel by the end of the week, but you didn't ask me that. So the days are going by, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and he already asked for the weekend. So I didn't put my schedule. I like to know shit in advance because I would have, booked a longer day for my clients, or I would have cut my days short. So I cut my days short, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So the days are going by, he's not bringing it up. And I'm like, okay. So on Thursday, this will piss me off when I gotta bring it up. I don't like that shit. Mm-hmm. So on Thursday, I'm like, oh, so like this weekend, are you going to work and stuff so that I can just go to work if that's the case? Like, what, basically I brought it up like, so it's whatever. He's like, oh, honestly, I was trying to see how you were going to feel by the end of the week and da-da-da. And I'm like, in my head, you could have fucking asked. You could have just fucking said that, but okay, whatever, like, whatever, not a big deal. And then he was like, oh yeah, so I wanted to know, whatever. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, I wasn't really feeling that because, we talk every day. You kind of get the idea. You could have asked. So I feel like it's like bullshit starts to kind of kick in. My meter starts to be like,
A few moments later.
So yeah, like my thing is we already did the car session, whatever. That's cool. I'm not opposed to that, but it's like I need to see how you are in public. I need to see the demeanor. I need to see, if we vibe in public, are you awkward? Are you, do you let anybody just go ahead of you and just like, or do you not speak up? Or do I got to speak up way more? It's so many things. Like I want to see how you are.
Right.
Like I just feel like it's literally just us. And it's like, nah. And it's a few things. Cause my thing is I got a little annoyed because if you were so pressed to take me on this date and you were so like, you thought about it before the first date was even over, why the fuck wouldn't you be planning it already? If you were you're the one that brought it up. I could have waited. I could have waited a month. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a time limit. So you're like, oh, and then you're leading me on and you're like, it can't be nothing like out to eat. It gotta be, I'm gonna figure something out. So you're coming up with the leader type vibes. Oh, I didn't even tell you. When he was like, oh yeah, I'm so mad that the pottery thing that they need to be booked a month in advance or some shit like that. He's like, is there anything that you're interested in doing?
I'm going to be honest. Fellas, please don't do that. Like, don't.
Is there anything you're interested in? Is there anything you want to do? Bitch, I would have did it with my friend. Finish, sorry, finish.
Please don't. Like, it's a complete meow.
Yo, like, big soft. Like, is there anything? And then for me to be like, oh, I was at work, feel me? And I'm massaging. I'm not about to go. Like, what are we saying right now? I'm at work, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm at work. I can't Google nothing. He's like, oh, all right. If anything, you can take out it. You have a well-enabled phone. You could have been like, oh, while you finish, I'm gonna figure it out. While you finish up at work, don't even trip. Real nigga, don't even trip. Oh, yeah, we can just get takeout. Motherfucker, so you can't use Google. You like, my thing is it's the effort for me. Because you could have did, and it was a nice day too. We could have got sandwiches from somewhere, like a little quick sub, and gone to Elizabeth Park and smoked there. And you could have brought a blanket and like, you know what I'm saying? It could have been 20 minutes.
Little picnic day.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is so simple. You don't got to bring all this fancy lighting and all. It's so simple. It's the effort. For you to be like, oh yeah, let's just get some takeout. Bitch, I could do that myself. I do that myself.
Ladies like when the man takes the lead, got everything figured out. You just figure out what the fuck you need to wear. That's it.
I just want to kind of look. I want to be in my soft girl era. You know what's the problem? I feel like I'm so used to being like dictating and like I'm so used to being in charge of so many things since I've been on my own since 16 that I want to be able to let my guard down and let loose in a relationship. And I don't gotta think I'm just la la land, happy to be here. Ooh, I'm just like, looking at, things around me, and my man is figuring out where we're parking and figuring out this. It's just, that's what I want to do. I want to live a soft girl life.
I just want you to figure out what you need to wear. I'll pick you up at this time. That's it.
Literally, I would have been.
What's the vibe like? Wear sneakers, or give me some type of hint. So I don't wear heels. Girl, I'm staying home.
And that's what I did. And then girl. And then I said, you know what? I'm in the mood for burgers. I'm gonna go to Shake Shack. I mean, Shake Shack like $1 million, so I'm like, fuck it, he can meet me at Shake Shack. And while I'm texting home, he's taking long to text back. See, I don't got the time. What I do, jump in the whip, go to Shake Shack, spend $30. Come back, whatever, text, oh, hey, oh, yeah, sorry, I ended up taking long getting ready to that, whatever. Did you end up go get, yeah, I did.
Oh. How are you gonna approach this conversation?
I didn't. I literally just went ghost.
Okay, so last episode, we said at our grown age, why the fuck are we ghosting?
No, but I didn't ghost him forever. I went ghost for the night.
Okay, that's fine.
And then today I said good morning.
Okay, so how are we gonna address this situation? I don't know, because
I'm not confrontational.
That's not confrontational.
I
want people to notice too, because I hate when you do that. Confrontational is not like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have an issue with something and I wanna address it. This is my emotions, this is my feelings. You got me fucked up here. So we need to talk about it.
But my thing is, when you know me, when I bring up how I feel, somehow I'm being a fucking crazy person.
No. How you gonna tell me how to respond? These are my emotions.
But when I bring up how I feel, don't I come off supposedly like, everybody tells me that. Everybody. That's why I get so nervous about bringing up how I feel. Because everybody's like, Sally, you be coming at, Sally, you be talking.
Maybe you just change your approach. That's it. A little bit softer. That's it. But those are your emotions. Those are your feelings. Those are valid. Nobody can tell you that it's wrong. I'm like, oh, ease up a little bit. That's it. I want to talk to you about something. This how I be. I want to talk to you about something. Well, you and I approached it a little bit different. Like you be like, oh no. Let's get right to it. Today.
Maybe that's why I be blowing up. Because I just don't be wanting to. Because my thing is, when I do say something, people reactions don't be right, and then I go crazy.
But you can't control how they gonna respond either.
Yeah, but don't come at me crazy when I'm coming from a good place.
But they don't know that. Maybe you coming.
No, but that's too. You just told me I come off like that's why I come off like that. But I know I'm.
Yeah, but on the receiving end, it sometimes don't sound like that. That's why I always say don't text. Even if you guys send a voice note, like, yo, I want to talk to you about something. Because in text, I'm automatically thinking you're here. Because that's you.
See what I mean?
But if you start like this, hey, she a little toned down.
Okay, because I feel like sometimes my tone be given that I'm like a little bit there. So that's why I don't be wanting to do the phone conversation.
Well, your tone is always monotone. So who gives a fuck? Like that's just you.
Yeah, I just don't like when people take my approach wrong and they react in a way that triggers me, because then I get. That's why I don't say shit.
Well, we want you to say shit in this situation, so you don't waste your time.
And first of all, in 2025, why the fuck don't you got no Apple Pay and no Cash App and no nothing?
Maybe you got scammed.
Let's be a little bit more convenient, because
maybe he got scammed and he don't want none of that no more.
I don't know. I just feel like am I reaching for feeling like that's like weird?
No, I know a couple of niggas that don't have it.
I'm not talking about niggas. I'm talking about a hardworking man.
What?
That you don't have no Zelle, no Cash App, no nothing, no electronic way of like, you don't pay bills electronically. Like you don't like send wire money. Like you work.
What'd you say? You asked him?
I didn't know, because I'm not like, that's your business. You know, that's not my business. But it's just like, that kind of gets me annoyed, because like, do you want to just always pull up on me and see me? Like, and then when he pulls up on me, like we have a little quick conversation, but it's given like you want to have a combo and chill, whatever. I'm not, what, it's given pull up. It's given pull up.
Like you a pull up bitch.
Bitch, do I look like a pull up bitch?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And like, I don't mind doing that, but that's not, we getting to know each other. I don't know you. You're not doing that. I want to get to know you outside in public. Are you going to hold the door for me? Going to leave me You know, are you good? I need to know.
Well, wait a minute. The coffee date. How was it given?
It was great. It was cool.
Or he was already there.
He was already there.
Okay.
And it was like quiet. It was just us, like in the table, quiet there. Like it's not a, you know. That's why when he said the next thing we do, it can't be. It got to be something different, an activity. Love it.
Did he place the order?
No.
Okay. So you want to see how he places the order too? Like how do you talk to a waitress?
That we did that. That was cool.
So he was cool with that.
That was cool, but it's like my thing is the initiative. I don't like talkers, right? So it's giving talker. You said before the date ended, the first date, you said you was already planning the second date. If you already planned the second date before the first date ended, why the fuck when the second date came, you had no idea and you asked me what I wanted to do? That's what I'm saying. Don't rush the second date then if you figure it out.
What I want to do now is go home. Because if I gotta pick something, you not.
I'm at work, which like what? I can't. I'm trying to focus on my client. Do I have something I want to do? I don't know. Get out of work. I'm not thinking about no fucking. And my thing is Google, like West Hartford. There's a painting there. That's aggravating to me. That's aggravating because it's like you didn't even try. You didn't even try. I'm not knocking you trying something. It could be a hole in the wall. It could be a fucking painting together, hole in the wall. It don't matter. Effort.
Where's the effort? Where is it? What happened to it? Where did it go?
Oh, I could just pull up. I'm not the fuck.
You would just pull up, get in the passenger seat, and we could look at each other and talk.
That's very aggravating. That too.
Bitch, I'm not 15.
And that too, motherfuckers be wanting to talk all day.
Bitch, I'm not 15.
Talk all day, texting all day. I don't have that much conversation in me. I know I do talk, but I don't have that much conversation in me. And I get in my antisocial moments. I can't talk to you all day. What the fuck? Do you need a pen pal? Like
Do you need an inmate?
What is happening?
Excuse me.
Are you looking for just conversation? Like, what do you?
Are you gonna ask that?
How am I gonna ask?
What's your intentions? Like, do you just want conversation?
But he was very clear with his intentions. Very clear.
What was his intentions?
He wants to settle down. He wants to give me everything. He's picked up extra overtime, like almost every day, so that I don't have to work as much. Type shit. Like he seems like he offered me a lot of shit. Like he don't stay at his house because it's not convenient for him. So he was like, listen, I will let you move in and sign the lease and whatever, and you don't gotta pay shit. I pay the mortgage.
Okay. Is it giving love bombing?
It's giving love bombing. It's giving kind of like
all that. Like now it goes back to your beginning point. All that is cool, but I want to see you. Like strip that. Give me your naked form.
Yeah,
I want to see you.
I just want you to say when did I
want to see your mind.
You'll be in a better place. I respect it. I appreciate it greatly, fully. But can I see who you are? I want to fall in love with who you are. I want to love you for you. I don't think that's what you should want from a girl. Because if I was just any other bitch, I would have been, opportunities. This is the opportunity to get this, that.
100%.
And I'm just going to juice it. I don't want to juice nothing. I want what I want, what we talked about. And if you're not what we talked about, then it's like, if you're just going to love bomb and just try to just bring me everything that I want, it's like, that's not a relationship, though. Mm-mm. You know, that's a different kind of understanding. That's not a relationship. Mm-hmm. So I can't be in a relationship with someone that I don't know. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're working towards very quickly. But it's like, I don't know you. I feel like I don't know. I feel like every day I know him less. Saying when you tell me before the first day is over, all of this, like you're leading me on to believe that you're somebody that maybe you're not. That you can't fulfill to be. If you can't, I don't have a problem with that. But leading me on to believe that you're this person, and then you're letting me down and asking me to plan the date, you're losing me. You could have just kept it real.
I wasn't checking for you. You were checking for me. So why you? I wasn't checking for you. If I'm checking for you, shit's moving. I'm balling. I'm in the game. I'm not on the bench. Niggas be getting benched quick. You was talking that game. You ain't put up the points. Now you on the bench.
Just keep it P. Be yourself. You don't have to, please don't ever try to overdo yourself and who you are to impress someone. The right person for you is going to like you exactly how you are. Like,
I'm all about the aura, the vibe,
Yeah,
the conversation. I love all that.
The effort. Because just the pull-up shit is not,
You're not
I don't give a
doing
fuck
too
if
much.
this pull-up and its vibes and whatever. Is that all we're gonna do? Like, is that it? No, what the fuck? We're in the getting to know stage. Well, like later on when you're in a relationship, yeah, of course we get busy. You work, I work. We can't go on fucking dates.
But in the
every
same
day.
breath, hold up. Some niggas don't know how to date. Some niggas don't
Ready to settle down.
know
Like,
how
I don't know
to date. And you know what's crazy? He's ready to do all this and that. You don't even know her. Do you know her? Like, does he know you? Like, this will be, like, this is the question. Like, do you know her for real?
You know what it is? I feel like some people, they follow you, support you, whatever. They watch you, this and that. They do get it, depending on who you are. If you post a lot of yourself, I post a lot of my personality. Some people do think they know me. They know a lot about me and they think they know me. So then when I talk to them and they get to really know like the intellectual side and all this stuff, whatever, they're like, wow, it's more than what I thought. So then they fall like more in love and whatever, and then it's like the sex appeal, whatever. So that's your side of things. Cool, great. You might be there. I might check boxes, whatever, cool. But I don't know you. I don't know if you check my box. I'm not saying you don't, but I don't know if you do. So I can't get there. Like, you gotta let me get there. You gotta let me see that. And offer me like a free lease. Like, that's helpful, but it's like, that's not, I still don't know who you are.
A lot of men that I've had conversation with that has tried to date me, when they meet me and we have a conversation on the phone, it's like, oh shit, I was not expecting you to be like this. Like, I thought you was bougie, or
so they like you more.
I thought you was just very much like just pretty, and
Standoffish
then that was it. But
Your vibe.
it's very much multiple layers to me, and I'm so like aware and know who I am that I know that you and I are not going to work. Based on conversation. At this point, based on conversation, I can tell we ain't gonna work. We ain't gonna work.
I could, but some things are like this right here is gray area.
That's the
that I can't tell that it's not gonna work, but it's just frustrating. That's what I'm saying.
like, we're not talking surface level. We grown. We need to be having in-depth conversations. I need to really see how you think. You could look good as fuck. And so I find out how you think, it's a major turn off. Like,
But okay, question. So what if you have all those conversations on the phone?
Yep.
And you find out how they think everything is, whatever. Then now that's what I'm saying. What's the next stage?
The next stage is, unfortunately,
Are we still dating and getting to know each other?
no. We don't need to.
Why? If everything is good, if it's compatible.
You talking about if everything is good and is compatible
in conversation, and you're having those deep conversations, political, sex.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about like if the conversation wasn't good.
No, the conversation is all of that. All those surface level is not surface level.
Okay.
Then moving forward, what are we doing? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
We
the
moving
intentions.
forward.
I gotta get to know you. We gotta
I
do
want to
different
really
things.
get to know you for real. Fuck whatever you got on the watch you done brought. Whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. I give a fuck about the human being. I give a fuck about your mind. I give a fuck about your heart. I give a fuck about your morals, your principles. Is you a stand-up nigga? That's what I care about. I don't give a fuck about them 100 million followers you got. I don't give a fuck about none of that, because half of that shit is fake as fuck.
It's fake. Bought. Purchased.
So yeah, but if the conversation is good, surface level, he makes me think when we talk. I feel like I could talk to him about anything he got me mentally, whatever. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm trying to see where it goes.
It does.
And if it don't go nowhere, it don't go nowhere. If it do go somewhere, hey, we in a game.
I don't know. We'll see. I just don't like repeating myself when I say things, and
Repeating makes me feel like I'm talking to a child.
that's what I'm saying, and that's where I'm at because I already mentioned certain things. So it's like I would be repeating myself if I have a conversation again.
But I do want you to voice when you do have an issue with something, and maybe take a little bit easy, because he probably really don't know how to date. Because you're not about to keep pulling up on me.
But you know what? I also don't like when people say that they're romantic and they're not.
Maybe he don't know how to date.
But don't say that. That's what I'm saying. Don't say things to impress people if you don't know.
Or maybe what he was doing, maybe what he was doing his last relationship worked for him and he probably bring it over to you.
Thanks for watching. Part 2 to part 2 will be loading next.